was at the architecture school in my last semester, I had already gone through 2.5 years of being told over and over that I was too cerebral and that there was a certain way of being a certain kind of professional, and there was a certain type of architectural thinking that did not necessarily go with my kind of humanistic thinking. And I think the best reward for that was my semester with Frank Gehry. The project he gave us was to design this concert hall for Istanbul. Best of all was meeting Daniel Barenboim and, discussing Orientalism's Edward Said, and having the rest of my architecture classmates who had never had a humanities background suddenly turn around to me as like, Edward what? Who's this guy?
I was an African American studies, political science double major during my time at Yale. My pursuits within African American studies were very much oriented to literature, identity politics, and performance. I found that to be valuable personally and professionally. Personally, in a sense that my academic pursuits very much reinforced parts of my personhood and allowed me to really explore my own identity and the identities of others across the Black diaspora in ways that I probably wouldn't had it not been for intentional study. I would also say professionally it's been valuable as I currently work in politics, and as a Black man working in politics, I'm often thinking about strategy and the ways in which I engage others with the purpose of being effective. So I've really found my time as a scholar of the humanities to just have been so valuable.
So most tangibly, the humanities has followed me outside of Yale in the form of the books that I lug around with me wherever I go, whether that's a deployment to Afghanistan or to Kuwait or just to Southern California where I'm stationed. And I look through those books before any important occasion, before I give a speech, for those gems that we pick apart in seminars in order to say something that is more meaningful, that is more timeless, that I can bring to the table. The humanities have given me so many examples that give me confidence, because I know I'm resting on something that is of concrete value, concrete wisdom that has survived the test of time.
When I was trying to decide whether to leave BCG, where I was a consultant, to be the co-founder of this magazine called Scalawag, which is focused on Southern politics and culture, it was a moment of pretty serious uncertainty for me, because I had been indoctrinated in some sense to think that the work that I was doing at this consulting firm was somehow uniquely meaningful, and that working from within institutions that carried great prestige was the best way to do good work to drive the kinds of change that I was interested in thinking about, which had to do with poverty, and especially poverty in the American South. A lot of the uncertainty came from the sense that I might be abandoning opportunities to do that good work. I think humanities also teach us to analyze texts in nonlinear fashions, and you can analyze your life in a nonlinear fashion as well, and recognize that choices you've made in the past will be made meaningful by things that have yet to happen to you. And certainly my choice to leave consulting is an example of that that's been profound for me.